I know Fatima is crazy as hell.
You know that now.
You need to be careful.
What I need to be careful for?
She's cousins with Madam.
Heather, what are you doing?
All right, Sistas fans. Now in the trailer for next week, Deja is warning Zach about Fatima and her connections with Madam. Zach seems unfazed. But the thing about it is, I think it's the fact that Deja is going to tell Zach everything she knows about Madam that she didn't tell Madam to her face, because she told Madam, look, I just know that Madam don't play. So she's probably going to recount, tales that she's heard about Madam and her dealings. And as a result, he might get spooked. And one theory I'm thinking about is, do you think Deja is going to talk Zach out of proposing to Fatima that night during their dinner date? Now, a lot of people are like, Jeremy, come on. Zach knows, Fatima's gangster, and she already told him about, her family and the fact that her cousin was the one that got Hayden, beaten up and everything. But the thing about that is, that's all true. But I think it comes down to how Tyler Perry is so inconsistent with the writing. There are times when, Zach is like, oh, wow, yeah, your family don't play, versus, oh, yeah, you gangster, you're hood, and, your cousin this, oh, she big and bad. Kind of like in this last episode for the week. And I'm like, Zach, you should know she don't play. So I'm thinking that Deja might actually scare Zach. I honestly think that's probably going to happen. Because he's underestimating Fatima's family. And I'm thinking that she's going to be so spooked that when he does meet her, he's going to be intimidated. But she's probably going to, step to him with nothing but love, like, oh, my cousin, she speaks highly of you. And, I've never really seen her act this way with another guy. Because I'm thinking to myself, based on what Ian did to Fatima, I think it's one of those situations when if Fatima told Madam what Ian did and whatnot, from the, oh, our entire relationship was a lie, he ran and married some other girl the next week, and he left me, he told me to have an abortion and all this stuff, he would be dead. So yeah, I feel like, Madam probably has a good impression of Zach already. And I even came up with a theory like, what's that movie called, A Christmas Fumble, that's coming to OWN. When is that coming out? Is it this week or next week? I wonder if that's going to align with the release of the Sistas episode where Zach actually does meet Madam. I don't know. Maybe that's going to happen. Maybe it won't. But regardless, I do feel like Deja's warnings won't fall on deaf ears. Because at first, Zach is like, well, hey, I already told you Fatima crazy, but, you don't want to keep messing with her. You keep trying her. But then he doesn't really know much about Madam in the sense of, oh, Deja is part of that world. So he probably knows that Deja knows what she's talking about. But regardless, yeah, what do you think? Do you think Deja is going to spook Zach with her warnings, or do you think it's one of those things where Zach is like, man, girl, get out of here, you playing, you tripping, hey, you better go back in your apartment before Fatima sees you talking to me. So there we go. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below.